So now let's look at part 4 of this series, Unconnected Words. So what are unconnected words? Unconnected words are words that are not a part of any chunk. There are two basic kinds of unconnected words: adverbs and some conjunctions. First, let's take a look at adverbs. Adverbs are unconnected words if they come before or after a complete chunk. Let's take a look at this sentence from Niagara Falls, or does it? Just then, Catherine flipped out her disgusting tongue and snapped up the last piece of cracker that I'd been saving. First, this sentence begins with two unconnected words. Just and then. These are two adverbs, so they should be seen as unconnected words. Then the first chunk, Catherine flipped out her disgusting tongue. This is all one chunk because flipped out is a phrasal verb. And is a third unconnected word because it's connecting two verbs, which means two chunks. So the next chunk snapped up the last piece. Again, we have a phrasal verb, snapped up. Of cracker, and finally, that I'd been saving. So you have two adverbs at the beginning of the sentence, separated by a comma, so they are both unconnected words. Now, there are some adverbs that are actually two-word adverbs. These can be quite tricky. Two-word adverbs are two words that together are a synonym for a one-word adverb. A two-word adverb could also be a time phrase like last night or every day. For example, at last, after waiting for months to get a decision, Mia got her acceptance letter for university in the mail this afternoon. Start here with an unconnected word. At last. Together, at last is a two-word adverb. After waiting for months to get a decision, Mia got her acceptance letter for university in the mail. And then you can look at this afternoon as a two-word adverb. I say at last and this afternoon are two-word adverbs because there's a one-word adverb with the same meaning. At last, finally. This afternoon, today. So these are the rules that you will follow in the Mr. K's Grammar Planet Chunky Language exercises. Next, let's talk about coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions are words that connect two words or ideas. Basically, and, but, or, so, yet, and for. Coordinating conjunctions are unconnected words in two common situations. First, if they combine two complete clauses with two subjects and two verbs, or if they connect two main verbs, even if the second doesn't have a subject. For example, my brother and I waited for our friends, but they called and told us they couldn't come, so we went to the movies without them. Now the first chunk, and, is connected, my brother and I waited, because it's connecting two nouns inside the clause, or a noun and a pronoun. So and is connecting a compound subject inside the clause. So and is connected here. Next, for our friends. But in this case is an unconnected word because it's connecting two clauses, two chunks. The next chunk is they called. The second and is unconnected because and is connecting a new verb, told us. So that's a new chunk. Remember, new verb, new chunk. They couldn't come is the next chunk. So is a coordinating conjunction, so it is unconnected. Then we went to the movies without them. And there you go. There are 4 coordinating conjunctions. 3 are unconnected. But the first one is still connected because it's inside the clause. Finally, noun clauses with that. A noun clause is a clause that comes in a place where nouns usually go, like subject or direct object or object of a preposition. It is common for a noun clause to be connected by the conjunction that. That, I think, should be an unconnected word. The noun clause should be a chunk by itself. Now, this is not so important in overall English, what to do with that. Okay? But I had to make a decision for the rules of chunky language, and I decided that is an unconnected word. For example, did you know that Skylar was born in the same hospital as Barack Obama? The first chunk, did you know? Now, know has an object, but the object is a noun clause beginning with that, which is unconnected. And then the clause, Skylar was born, is a chunk by itself because it's got a verb. In the same hospital, and finally as Barack Obama. So noun clauses are a bit tricky. Noun clauses are chunks by themselves. That is an unconnected word. Hopefully in all of the exercises I've followed my own rules, but sometimes things happen and it might not be exactly like this. But here are the basic rules to follow for unconnected words. Go on and continue some more chunky language exercises, and there's another video with some more basic rules to follow this one.